Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem.
Oh my God, y'all. So, hi, everybody.
Hey,
It's the Houston We Have a Problem podcast. Did y'all miss us? I hope so.
they did. Of course they did.
Of course they did. Y'all had to miss us because we missed y'all. How have y'all been?
I know. Mm.
Good.
Happy New Year, bitches.
Happy New Year. New Year, new y'all, right?
New Year, same us, bitch. Okay.
Oh.
Remember us the same.
Because that's what it is. So, everybody, as you guys know by now, you are listening to the Houston We Have a Problem podcast that is what lovingly known as HWHAP. If you want to get in contact with the show, you can tweet us at T for Tried It. You can email us at hwap.podcast@gmail.com. That is HWHAP.podcast@gmail.com. Don't forget the second H. You can find us chilling in the Black Astronauts Podcast Facebook page. Just go over there, look us up. We are there. Also, if you would like to contribute to our Patreon, we are at www.patreon.com/HWAP Network. Again, HWHAP Network. Okay, and you can go over there and you can just contribute to the network. At this moment, we're not really sure what we want to give away as far as levels and things like that. If you guys have suggestions, you can feel free to email us or tweet us, because at this point we really don't know. In other exciting news, you are currently hearing us on the Black Astronauts Podcast Network feed, but we actually are again going Beyonce, and we have our own feed. Unfortunately, when I was doing all the podcast things, I did everything except submit them to the networks, like all the different streaming services, to be able to be searched and found. So if you want to go and manually add the network now, I will give you guys the link to that, and the link will also be in the show description. But if you guys just want to wait until the next time we drop something, the next time we say so, to be able to search it out manually, we more than understand. So if you want to go ahead and add the link manually now, it's hwapnetwork.libsyn.com. That is, hold on, give me a second. Let me give y'all something to write this down. Okay. It is HWHAPNETWORK.LIB as in boy, SY as in yesterday, N as in Nancy.com. Again, hwapnetwork.libsyn.com. So guys, go ahead and subscribe to our feed, because after a certain point, you're not going to be able to hear us. Well, our show anyway, here anymore. And on that network feed, once you get onto there, you will start seeing some of our new content coming out. For example, the introduction episode to the Personal Finance Podcast. And I'm starting with my homegirl, Ashley, and a bunch of other things that are coming down the tubes. So, with all that being said, I'm going to drink a sip of my wine, and I'm going to let these other two niggas talk for a little bit. What's up, y'all?
Hi. Hey. Hey, guys. Happy New Year, hosts. Welcome back. Crystal, what you been up to? What you been up to, sis?
I just been working out and working, and I I'm trying my best to be on 10 today, but I'm just really fucking irritated. I'm just exhausted. But yeah, I've been working out. I'm down another dress size.
Woo!
Hey, turn up.
Skinny legend.
And yeah, I'm surprised that I've lost, I guess, I would say inches. I don't know. I wouldn't say weight because I haven't been weighing myself. But last time I checked, I'm like 4 shirt sizes down. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, a war, bitch.
So yeah, but yeah, that's all I've been doing. I don't be doing shit. Where can you find me? Oh, you can find me on, what's the thing? Oh, Instagram as Chrissy Chula. YouTube is Chrissy Chula. You can find me on Twitter and on Tumblr as the Chrissy Chula, and I have my own Patreon page. It's patreon.com/Chrissy Chula. If you want to email me, you can email me at ask_Chrissy@yahoo.com. I'm gonna have some new videos up next week, and I'm still doing the Chrissy Does Fairy Tales on Instagram. So look out for all of that good stuff.
Oh. Well, that's good. As for me, guys, I'm just, working and wondering why I don't play the lotto so I can actually win it. Because I don't want to work for the rest of my life, I've decided. Unless I work for myself.
Listen, I hear that.
Okay, sis, feel me on that. But I ain't the type to just start a business just because I'm not liking my job. Because I'm a firm believer that everybody don't need to be a boss. I said what I said, okay? Quote me. Some people need everybody to be working for somebody else. Somebody got look. It may not be for you because right now it's definitely not for me.
Somebody got to rinse off the grapes at Kroger. Somebody got to do it.
Somebody, right. And I appreciate that person. Okay, I'm
saying.
But what have I been doing? So for the holidays, because I know we're in 2019 now. 2018, I went to Nashville for a bit. I saw nothing. We did the family thing. Boo. And this year, I'm just counting down till early August because I have all the plans to go to Carabana.
Oh, bitch.
Don't matter. I know I'm going. I might go alone. Who knows? But yeah, Carabana 2019, I'm going to be there dressed in my full Carabana regalia. Okay, I'll be ready for that ass. Okay? But if you're looking for me or my cute ass daughter, you can find us on Twitter and Instagram at thatgirl_Lloyd.
Okay, I was going to ask you if you was going to be out there, with your ass out, because that's important.
Definitely, okay? Thong, okay. I want feathers, I need glitter, I need all that shit, okay?
Cool.
I support it.
As for me, I have been putting together a podcast network. That's all I do. Putting together a podcast network, hustling. Funny enough, I've been so on top of my shit that I've been juggling so much stuff. I actually missed the first enrollment date for school, so I'm gonna have to do the late enrollment, which is fine. But,
oh man,
yeah. I mean, I just looked up and I forgot to enroll because I've been doing so much other shit, just running around, being busy, hustling, trying to be a full ass adult in 2019, meal prepping, not eating out as much, just trying to stick to the things that I said that I was going to do this year as much as possible. And it's been going all right this week so far. I forgot to cook. Well, I didn't forget to cook. I just didn't cook on Sunday, and then Monday it just really didn't happen. So that's actually what I was doing before then we started recording now. So I got food in the fridge waiting to go into the oven. But outside of that, that's really been it. I've just been trying to I don't know. I feel like I'm always busy, but I'm never getting shit done. Anybody else felt like that?
Oh my gosh, that is my whole life.
Okay, it's not just me.
How is it already Tuesday at this point? What happened to my weekend? Where was I? What did I do?
I was talking to my sister and I'm just I feel like I'm always busy. I feel like I'm never chilling. Anybody who's my friend on Xbox sees that on Xbox I haven't been playing any games. I've been watching Hulu and Netflix, which translates into I've been doing something and having the TV on in the background. And I feel like I'm always doing something, but then I look around and nothing's ever fucking done. And I just don't understand what part of the simulation this is, but it's not cute.
We're all just living in a long ass Black Mirror episode.
Well, I want them to restart the
Really,
motherfucking
though?
game because, bitch, I don't like this one. Can we do this over? Like, I don't like this game.
Can
Let's-
I get a do-over?
Let's
Can
just
I- can-
restart. As a matter
I
of
would
fact,
like another life.
have
Thank
y'all
you.
watched the latest Black Mirror?
I have not watched Bandersnatch, Bandersnatch.
Yes, I have, and I've went through almost every single ending. I think I'm missing 2.
I haven't gone through all the endings. I did, I think, 1 or 2, and then I was like, all right, that's enough. Because the one thing that I have not been as excited about with Black Mirror, starting with the previous season, and then, well, not so much this one, but with the previous season, is I wasn't very happy with the fact that all of the endings were like happy. In Black Mirror, like, that was the thing that always fucked me up about Black Mirror, was like, and things are terrible in the end, you know.
Which episode were you watching where it was happy? I missed this.
At the end of the 3rd season of Black Mirror, almost every ending was happy. The one that had Letitia Wright in it, that one had a pretty happy ending. The one that the spaceship one, the first episode, that one had a pretty happy ending. If I could really remember any of the other ones at this moment, I feel like that whole season, they all kind of ended relatively, not necessarily happily.
Those are those are half-ass happy endings.
But at the end of one episode, everybody was dead. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody was dead. One nigga's like, the love of his life was a porn star, and he gave up his whole life. Listen. He gave up all his money. Listen, we'll talk about it later because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But just, you know how Black Mirror typically ends, and those are happy endings for Black Mirror. And the one thing that I did enjoy about Black Mirror was the fact that, like, everything just wasn't all right at the end, and that was just how it was.
You think you me, huh?
Maybe. Shit, you getting skinny. I need to be you. Hell,
she's skinny as fuck out here in these streets.
Listen.
I mean, I'm just trying to accomplish realistic resolutions. Like, you know, I saw one on the internet that I realized I need to make that my goal in life, and it was to just finish 1 bottle of water before I open the next one. Yeah, that's the resolution for me.
You said easily attainable, right? Because that's not easily attainable. Because you know when you get down to like that last like 1/8 of water where it ain't even really cold no more, it ain't refreshing and shit. And so like it's a whole nother bottle right there, and it's all frothy.
And it's like. That's
like
not even my issue. My issue is I start drinking it and then I'll put it down somewhere, forget where I put it, start doing some other shit, and then it's not cold. So it literally be like half. I'm literally staring at 3 half bottles of water right now.
Oh wow, you're a terrorist.
Okay, and it's sad. Like literally,
so
for the last week or so, I've been just at the end of the night. Every night I walk from room to room and collect all the bottles of water because at this point only me or Irv is drinking it, and that's fine. And I just drink them. So literally at the end of the night, I'm drinking like. Last night I found 9 half bottles of water.
Wow.
Like I have a problem, y'all. So I had 4 bottles of water before bed. So who spent the entire night tinkling?
You know what? You should just get a plant.
I'm gonna need you not to do that.
Just get a plant and just like throw the water in there.
I need to. So that's like I said, realistic resolutions for me. Because I saw another one that just wasn't realistic. It was my favorite though. Talking about immediately folding your clothes out the dryer. People do that.
You know what? I do immediately fold my clothes when they come out of the dryer, but I don't immediately take the clothes out of the dryer. And so right now, these clothes that's sitting in my dryer have been in the dryer for maybe 2 days. And what I do is just start the dryer back up while I'm in the shower. And then they're freshly dry, and I can just pick what I want out of there. So in theory,
I conquered that last year. Every time I wash clothes now, I fold it. Like I time how long it's gonna be in the dryer. I set the alarm on my phone. I go down there and I grab my shit and I fold it and hang up, whatever it needs to be done. I do it immediately.
I've started doing that.
I have a minimum of 4-hour waiting time just to leave the dryer, okay? And then it might be another day before I fold that bitch. And I need to be better about this. Like I need to be an adult. I'm in my 30s now. I need to do better. But it's like really.
I just feel like nobody saved the earth by folding their clothes directly out of the fucking dryer. So I feel like your need to do that is a little dramatic. Personally, the thing that I conquered, my big New Year resolution is to completely finish things when I start them. Like I feel like that's part of the reason why I feel like nothing ever gets done. It's because it's like I'll like clean up my room, but like mostly clean it up. And then
leave a little bit for later. Like, I'll get to that.
and
soon.
then it's just not. And then like I'll do the dishes, and then it's like, you know what? These last 2 cups, they'll be all right. And then you know, it's not. So that's one of the things that I'm trying to work on this year. And then the other big thing that I'm trying to work on this year, it's completely random, but I want to be one of those people who make up my bed in the morning.
That's nice. That's nice.
Okay.
I really
That's a
do
thing.
feel better about coming home to my bed when it's made up. Like I feel like it makes me want for the rest of my room to be clean, because it's like, look at my bed and look at this shit that's on the floor. Look at
I
this
am a
clothing.
firm believer that if you make your bed, the rest of your room just magically stays clean. I don't know what it is. Maybe because the bed is like the epicenter of your bedroom, you know, hence the name. But every time I manage like those, like I've definitely done that myself, where I'm like, I'm going to make my bed as soon as I get out of it. And I might go for like a good 2-3 weeks. And for those 2-3 weeks, my room just like stays clean. Like, and I think it's because the bed is made, you know, when your bed is made and the rest is a mess, you're like, I can't deal with this. I need everything to be in one. And I realize when my house is in order, like, don't get me wrong, I don't keep my house a mess, and Raven doesn't keep her house a mess, but we're also not super OCD anal people either. You know what I mean? Like, she can leave 1 or 2 dishes behind. I can leave my laundry in the dryer for 4 days. That's kind of just who I am.
I like how you said me and Raven leave their house a mess. That's fine.
Well, you ain't trying.
Crystal doesn't leave her house a mess. She let me in there one time, and that's because most of her stuff is just body oils and glitters and lotion, and she has 3 shelves dedicated to that, and they are organized. They really are. I think by
Why you telling my
continent, I don't know.
business? Why you telling my business? Why you telling my
And
business?
that's separate from her hair stuff, because that's a whole.
So you just gonna tell all my
her
business?
house ain't dirty. I can say that for sure. She ain't dirty.
It
Ain't
is.
nobody-
It's a little
I don't got
slippery.
that
I don't
many
think any of
shells.
us are OCD.
Her house isn't dirty, but
Crystal
it is.
is OCD about her body oils and butters. And
Crystal's
shit.
house isn't dirty, but the doorknobs are slippery.
Slippery as fuck. You can't grab that shit for shit.
And niggas stay moisturized.
Listen, gotta stay supple, my nigga. Gotta stay supple.
Getting succulent and supple as shit.
So, guys, if you guys tell us what y'all's New Year's resolutions are, I'm really interested because I'm also farming ideas. It's kind of like when I ask kids what they want to be when they grow up, because I'm kind of like, still working on it. So,
Oh wait, are we going around the room? Is that what we doing?
oh yeah, what's yours?
Yeah.
What's that?
My New Year's resolution is very simple. Usually I have like a list, but my New Year's resolution this year is very simple, just to be an absolute full-blown cunt.
I'm into it.
Uh,
How does that differ from last year, though?
Is that a resolution?
Continue.
It is.
Okay.
See, okay, that's a good question, because I feel like I've been nice to niggas.
Whoa.
Been too nice.
Oh my God. What? Okay. Well.
I feel like I've let a lot of shit slide. Can't do it anymore. So I'm just gonna go full cunt. Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, talent.
Oh, okay. That's cute. You want to know something real quick, Crystal? And
both meanings of the word. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna expose myself a little bit here. Do you know what season I realized that's what that was?
What?
8. It wasn't until Bob walked out with his little bodysuit with the seat, and I was like, "Oh, nigga, you wouldn't know what we're talking about, Lloyd, because you still haven't watched RuPaul's Drag Race. That needs to be your New Year resolution, bitch."
Wait. Are we talking about the same thing?
Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Oh, okay.
I never thought of like, oh, cunt, ha 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 ha. 8 seasons. 8 seasons in an All Stars.
I really want to disrespect you right now, but you know what?
I mean, it's not like I'm gonna give a fuck. I don't care.
Ma'am, see, 8 fucking seasons, bitch.
I never thought about it. Like, legitimately never gave a fuck to think about it. I'm just like, yeah, right. But, you know, whatever.
Dating schools. Anyways.
Accurate and rude. Do you have any more New Year's resolutions?
That was my main one, just to be like full cunty and just like.
I have another one. I did resolve that I was going to spend more of my money like going to the movies and stuff. I live around the corner from a movie theater. I have like the little rewards programs, I'm like this close to a free ticket to see a movie. I'm just gonna go to the movies more. I feel like every time I'm like, oh yeah, I want to go see that. I haven't really seen shit. I haven't seen the new Spider-Man, haven't seen Aquaman, haven't seen
me either, sis. I'm so behind.
I was gonna go see If Beale Street Could Talk, but at that time I wasn't trying to watch any like heavy Negro movie shits. And I actually had the opportunity to go to like a screening, and then the director was like gonna speak afterwards, but I came too late for that one. I was told too late and couldn't make it to the theater in time before they opened the admission. But like, there's a lot of movies that I was planning on seeing this year, and for whatever reason, I didn't make it. And it's literally no excuse because it's a movie theater 5 minutes away from me. So
Yeah,
we're
you
talking
ain't
like
got no excuse.
financial resolutions. I just have financial goals. I'm not calling those resolutions, but you know, simple shit like keep my emergency account funded. Establish at least 2 months of living expenses by the end of the year. My goal is to get to like a full year, but it's going to take
time,
several years before I can just put away that type of money. Yeah, you know. And of course, pay off all the credit card debt that I can handle. You know, just the same old goals. And my biggest goal, the one that's most personal to me, is being okay with spending money on myself.
Girl,
because I will punish the fuck out of myself.
Hold on.
Buying something with my own money.
Wait a minute for a second, Lord. Let me get on YouTube and find some gospel music. This nigga preaching
You know
music.
what?
Because, bitch, let me tell you something. I feel so bad every time I spend money on myself. Like, I will sit and think about these little $40 pair of shoes I bought and just be like, you know what, bitch? You raggedy as fuck for buying this. You don't need this. It ain't no reason for you to buy this.
Girl, the voice in my head that tells me this is why you will never accomplish your financial goals is because you spend your money on frivolous shit. And it'll be like, you know, $26 concealer from Fenty Beauty because I need it.
Woo! Can't relate. Because I definitely be spending money on myself.
We know.
We know. Okay.
Do y'all want me to help you?
I'm not saying I don't spend money on myself. I'm saying that after I do that, I feel guilty.
Because let me tell you something. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel guilty paying $14 for a big ass plate of gumbo somewhere. That ain't where the guilt come from. It's other shit.
Never. I never regret my food choice.
Shrimp.
But you know how long I've had this cart on boohoo.com with the same 7 items that total $76?
Sis,
I don't have $76.
Just buy it. Get it. Do it.
But then I'm going to turn around and have somewhere to go, like, you know, an outing with my friends, or my husband want to take me on a date. And I'm going to look in the closet and I have shit to wear that ain't like leggings, t-shirts, or sweatpants.
Girl.
That's what I'm saying. You got to buy it.
And it's like, he ain't gonna buy me clothes. And if I don't buy me clothes, I'm just not gonna have them. But you also need clothes. And this is the internal argument I have myself when I buy anything that isn't food or makeup, because I never feel bad about those two things.
Who gonna buy the clothes? Who gonna buy them? You gotta buy them.
Okay. Listen, I was watching this show on, I swear to God, y'all, we gonna get to news eventually. I was watching this show.
Niggas ain't talk to y'all in a while. We got a lot to get off our chest.
Listen,
it's been a while. Let us catch up.
So I've been watching this show on Netflix. This is that tidying up show with the Asian lady.
Yes.
Somebody has been trying to get me to watch that, and I'm afraid
Marie.
I'm gonna throw away half my house.
Something with the K. I cannot remember her name at the moment, but I
think it's Marie Kondo or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Something Kondo for sure.
And so I've been watching that show just for a little bit of inspiration, because I realized that I need to start enforcing, like, when it comes to cleaning, giving myself positive things to watch and things to associate with cleaning, because typically when I clean, I'm watching Hoarders, and that makes me want to just like throw my fucking couch out the window because I don't need it. But
yep, it's like, who the fuck needs a fridge? The fuck is this fridge ever done for me?
I am going to be under 50,000 pounds of mess because I have this mirror. I have to throw it away. And so I've been watching the show, and one thing that I really like about the show is that she talks about, what you like, the types of stuff that you need. So I went into my closet and I just got rid of all of the clothes that I don't wear. And so, like, I mean, there's some things that I did keep because it's like if I need a dress to go somewhere, you know, I can't just I'm not gonna be able to always just run to the store and find something. So I kept one or two things out of necessity. But one of the things that she stresses is like a lot of clutter is emotional clutter and just things that you want to hold on to for whatever reason because it makes you feel good. You remember how you used to look in that outfit. You plan on being able to fit into that outfit sooner or later. And bitch, it's been 4 years. Let it go. It ain't even in fashion no more, bitch. Is that really a fucking is that really a what is it? What is
Bitch
it?
got on culottes out here. What you doing?
Gauchos. That's what I was thinking of. Bitches, them gauchos.
Oh no.
Throw
Not
them
gauchos.
motherfuckers away.
Yep.
So I went through my closet and I cleaned out my closet. One, because I really, really needed to, and I donated all the clothes and everything like that. But that is one thing that I did do over the new year was clean out my closet like really, really good. Get rid of anything that I know that I'm not going to wear. I don't plan on wearing, can't fit. And so not only does that give me more space to eventually go shopping, but then also it gets rid of clutter because now I have more space to put things that I've been like that's just kind of sitting out because it didn't have anywhere to go. And so in throwing away a bunch of stuff, I feel lighter. If you know what I mean. No?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I definitely know what you mean. But I already did that when we moved into this house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not about to clean up no more of my clothes because then I really will just have leggings and sports bras. And, you know, sister might need her shirts.
Not
like,
if you buy that stuff from Boohoo.
I need to go on hit submit. Like I literally got the payment information in there, but every time I go to click the button, that voice in my head is like, "Bitch, you broke ass bitch. This is why you gonna
do
it. Broke." That's the voice right there saying, "Don't do it, bitch. Don't."
Okay, well next time you go in there, just hear my voice. Hear my voice saying, "Press the button, bitch. All of that shit is cute. You gonna look like a bad bitch no matter where you fucking go."
I put together the perfect outfit in the cart too. Like I don't know where the fuck I'm about to be in this bitch. As soon as I find my cute little hat, I'm gonna be giving you 90s Cher and fucking back when we still liked Stacey Dash vibes.
Check the
telling you, go ahead.
Check the group text. Well, it's coming, but there we go.
Buy it, bitch. Just hear my voice. Buy it, bitch.
Not buy it, bitch.
Just when you do it, look down at this text.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
I have not watched a full episode of Community, but I've seen bits and pieces of that episode, and I have.
Wait, that's not Community.
It's not
that's
Community?
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec. I always get those two shows mixed up. I don't know why. They probably have like similar humor or some shit, don't they?
Kinda, yeah.
That dry humor. But yeah, it's been really hard for me because, you know, I get paid monthly and it's been really killing my morale.
Oh, yeah, that will do it.
Because,
no,
you know,
Jesus.
I work 30 days and I literally spend my paycheck in about 37 minutes because I can pay all the bills online. And by the time they're paid, there's literally nothing left for me but enough to go back to work. And it just sucks. I'm like, damn, I ain't getting nothing I wanted.
Oh, can I hit y'all with a praise report?
I guess you just better hurry up and buy that shit in Boohoo before you have no money.
Can I hit y'all with a quick praise report?
Yes.
So for all of those who do not know, I have been in a slave ass contract with AT&T and renting out this fucking iPhone 7, and I finally paid it off, and my phone bill is officially $81.
Hey, turn the fuck up.
Y'all don't know how because I didn't even want to get this motherfucker when I first got it, but there was a tragic incident that happened in New Orleans where it forced me to have to get a phone on New Year's Day, and I finally paid it off, and I was so close to getting the new iPhone and signing myself back over into slavery. But luckily, the little voice that I usually don't listen to was telling me, "Bitch, girl, no.
This phone worked just fine. What you doing?
30 months. 30 months.
That was my voice telling her to get the new fucking phone because I did tell her that shit. I told her to buy the goddamn new phone.
I didn't get it though because I was like, you know what? That's going to be an extra $35 on my bill for 30 months. 30 months.
Me and Irv been having that conversation because although we've been together almost a fucking decade, we still have separate phone plans. And there's really no reason because we both been out of our contract, but we're like, damn, they got this new slavery shit, and I don't want to lease no fucking phone.
You can bring your phone to AT&T.
I don't want to bring my phone. I want a new phone. That's the problem. I want a new phone. Don't get me wrong. At this point, I've had this phone for literally 4 years. 5, going on 5 now because it's 2019. So I definitely want a new phone. I just don't want to lease it, but I also don't have $1,500. Well, $3,000 because I had to get one for him too. $3,000 to buy it outright either. And
Do
it's like,
you have to get him a new phone?
Yeah, I was about to say.
You had to carry the child, so I feel like only you should get the new phone.
Yeah, I just feel like
I love the way you host things, but yes, he also needs a new phone.
Need
but like, do you need
with 2 E's?
But it's funny that you mentioned that, Raven, because I literally just read an actual article published by, I want to say CNN Money or whatever, talking about how Apple is losing out on customers mainly because phone carriers are no longer like, you know how they used to do, like, pay this $200 and you own the phone, no other shit.
Fucking yes.
Yeah, they're not doing that anymore, and a lot of people are stuck in leasing contracts, and they're just like you. Like, once they get to finish paying it off, they're like, I don't want to have a higher phone bill for 3 years. I mean,
because, like, think about, for 2 years, I have an extra $30 on my phone bill to pay for a phone, and then I guess the expectation is like, okay, once I get, like, people are gonna keep upgrading, but I'm not gonna keep upgrading. Like, it seemed like such a great idea when it first came out. I remember those hilarious ass T-Mobile commercials about people like trying to get rid of their phones so that they could get new ones, and it seemed like such a good idea until I realized, like, you know what? God damn, my phone bill is high now. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck is my phone bill over $110? Like, my phone bill's always been about $90.
Yeah. So we went and talked to Sprint, right? And Sprint was like, well, since y'all are out of contract, we can come back. You basically would be a new customer. So for both of y'all on our family plan with leasing the phones, it'd be $150 a month, which would be a reduction in what we're paying currently with 2 separate individual plans. But I was like, so what would it be if we weren't leasing the phone? He was like, $100. An extra $50 a month?
You know what, girl? I think that AT&T right now got like a little deal. Well, it's like buy one, get one half off or some shit like that on the new iPhone. So you should look into that.
Well, I heard Apple will actually give you, like, they're actually giving more higher value on trade-in. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And they'll be like trade in your old phone and we'll give you $400 towards your new one, and then I'll just buy it outright because it'll be at a price I can deal with. Because, you know, I bought this last phone outright at the smooth sum of $1,219 because, you know, with the Apple Care. So that's kind of like my top limit, and these new phones are starting at $1,500.
I'm sorry, 1,000 pesos.
Which phone you got?
I had, at the time I bought it in 2014, I had the 6S, 128 gigabytes, which was the highest gigabyte you could get at that point.
The size of the phone. Okay. Because I keep a cute 64.
Yeah. And me, I was like, I want to make sure I can have this bitch as long as I can have it. And, you know, I'm 5 years in at this point. It's still working pretty well for the most part. But now I'm finally starting to run out of fucking gigabytes. I'm like, fuck, yeah, I'm really gonna make me buy this fucking phone. But we're gonna play that the tax guys don't play with me, and that maybe we can get some phones, because I have no plans on leasing it. Like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I just no. Absolutely not, bitch.
Speaking of absolutely not, bitch. Thank you.
Hey,
Lord.
That is a transition for that ass. Look at these New Year's new transitions.
I was watching, I was waiting, I couldn't wait. Speaking of absolutely fuck not, bitch, let's talk about y'all weak ass president. Now, I know typically we have a moratorium against his old ugly, pasty, funny looking ass, but we're gonna talk about him for a little bit because he is fucking around. So let's see, D. So the government at this moment, as we record on the 15th of January, which, by the way, tomorrow is me and Lloyd's Founders Day. Happy Founders Day, girl.
Ow. Happy Founders Day Eve, bitch.
Happy Founders Day, niggas.
Tomorrow. By the time y'all hear this, it'll be our Founders Day. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so as we record this, the government is currently shut down.
Day 25.
It's day 25, officially the longest government shutdown in history. This is all due to the fact that y'all old stupid ass president decided that the border wall was more important than, I don't know, the livelihood of 800,000 Americans, roughly. So with the government being shut down, as you guys know, that means that government employees are getting paid. TSA workers aren't showing up. The airport here in Houston, Bush, they TSA workers ain't showing up to the point that they had to bust people in from other places to come and make sure that ain't nobody bringing a grenade launcher onto the fucking planes. National parks are overrun with trash and being unkempt, and America is turning into the trailer park that we've always known it to be. So, that also, as it translates to us, means that people's SNAP benefits, food stamps in layman terms, are about to get there. I think they're going to issue next month a little bit early, and then after that, it's not going to be any into the government. Comes back up. What else? Social Security benefits, I think, are questionable because it's a part of the government is funded, but I didn't read fully into which parts have been funded, but I think that Social Security is going to be affected, so that doesn't just affect old people, but also disabled people. Just anything that's funded by the government at this point is slowly grinding to a screeching halt, all because y'all
orange face, wrong fucking shade foundation wearing ass toupee look like a dead squirrel, still alive but dead anyhow, president.
And you know how, like, I know he really stupid. Like, we have other ways to tell he's stupid. Mm-hmm. But, like, this wall thing is really fucking stupid. And it proves just how little he knows about Latinos. Because you really think a wall is going to keep Latinos from getting somewhere?
I was like, first of all, statistics already show that most of the illegals are coming in by air. So are we going to build a fucking ceiling? Like, what's the plan?
I don't know.
Most of the illegal, the quote unquote illegal immigrants are coming in. They're not even coming in from like Latin America or Central America. They're coming from fucking Europe.
Right. I'm not opposed to building a ceiling because it's hot in Houston. Sometimes a bitch needs some shade.
It would have to be a retractable ceiling because a bitch would like some sun every once in a while.
Yeah, don't want to lose my nice golden brown color. But I mean, on top of the fact that how many times have you opened up the CNN app and it's some fucking 75,000 meter tunnel from here to Guadalajara?
Every
like, you're not gonna keep niggas from going anywhere with no fucking wall. Like,
Mexico should just build steps on the other side.
I mean, but the thing is, I want us to stay focused, and I'm so glad that I'm starting to notice a shift in certain media where they're starting to stay focused on the topic at hand. Was like, wasn't this wall supposed to be paid for by Mexico?
What
happened to that?
I'm pretty sure that the president of Mexico got on Twitter and said something along the lines of,
I know that they wasn't going to do it, but I just want to make sure that the president of the United States lives up to his word, which is what he said. Mexico would pay for it. I don't care if he writes a check himself under the name of Mexico. You need to pay for it, my nigga, since you're so rich. But I don't want to pay for that shit. It's stupid.
No, the president of Mexico, you're right, Raven. He did tweet it. That nigga also said it on TV.
Like, I'm not paying for the wall.
I want our president to live up to his promise, even if he has to write a check under his own name and then cross off the top and put Mexico. I don't care how you get it done, son, because we know Mexico ain't paying for it. I just don't want the United States of America to pay for it for his foolishness and shenanigans. Because for what?
Yeah. And so I don't want to say that I'm happy that Democrats are growing a pair and are holding out against this wall, because I really do feel for all of the federal workers who are furloughed, because I know my ass couldn't be missing nobody's paycheck. Nobody's.
Look, why y'all playing with people's money? And then he on fucking these news sites talking about, they'll be okay if they miss a few paychecks.
I feel bad for all of the workers who didn't vote for Trump.
Oh, I feel like that should have went without saying.
How fucking detached are you to think that anybody can go one paycheck, much less several? Like, what? What country do you think you live in, sir? Like, no, absolutely the fuck not. Everything about this infuriates me, mainly because, Democrats do have the House. They have that side of Congress, and they've sent forth the same bill that Republicans had approved back when they still had both sides, both the House and the Senate. And Senate Republicans refuse to even bring it up for a vote. And I'm just like, it's so dumb on your behalf. And like, I don't give a fuck about the GOP as far as I'm concerned. Y'all could just implode as a party. But it's like, y'all do realize that if anybody takes the heat for this, it's not going to be y'all president. He's going to be fine either way. It's going to be y'all that's going to be losing y'all seats and getting voted out.
Losing
because
your
y'all pay with people's money.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
And the Democrats, if they play this correctly, which God, I hope they do.
They probably won't.
They on a good start right now, but I've seen niggas blow 3-1 leads.
Yeah, they.
Woo! Amen.
28-3.
28-3, my nigga.
Oh,
Listen. So yeah, if the Democrats play this correctly, I think that the biggest thing that the Democrats need to focus on is that this is the reason why. Like I feel like this is the biggest sports reference. Wait for it. Alley-oop that they have. Like, you have a completely
good job.
Thank you. A completely incompetent president. A completely incompetent and a whole party that's with them lock and step. And I understand that racism is a hell of a drug. I get it. But I think that even if they are interested in getting those middle to moderate people I was gonna say the middle to moderate people who voted for Trump over Hillary Clinton, I'm gonna keep my relative faith in humanity and say that those people aren't complete losses. Because I don't know, people are astounded.
Your faith is so cute, sis.
I try.
Real cute on you.
I try, but I just feel like if they do this effectively, they can. I don't know. I guess it's because a part of it is why I just really don't understand why people hate Hillary Clinton that much, because I feel like she's just any other raggedy ass politician. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just hoping that the Democrats do this right and that we can spare ourselves another 4 years of this foolishness, because I for one am absolutely astonished that the world is still rotating. 2 or 3 years.
It's like so surprising. And at this point,
I really thought that we would be in the slave auction by now.
I definitely thought I would be living in District 11.
But so far we're still alive-ish. So I'm just hoping that this fucking atrocity that we call a presidency will get some people to fall in line. I'm hoping that the Republicans nominate Trump again, because I don't want any other sensible Republican to come along. Either that or I'm hoping for a meteor. I'm still waiting on that one. So
if the meteor is listening, can you come after I see Avengers Endgame?
And
I really need the answer. And
after Game of Thrones is over.
Yeah, I was about to say I can't. If I listen, I am willing to risk going to hell.
Well,
to slap Jesus in the face if I die before I see Game of Thrones.
By the time Avengers comes out, we'll be on the last episode of Game of Thrones, if not like the second to last.
The first episode comes out April 14th.
Yeah.
And Avengers comes out May 26th, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, so by the time that comes out, it's probably going to be over.
Okay.
I don't know, but I'm going to find myself a talk space therapist, because that's going to be a rough month for me.
Oh, God.
Let's see. What else did that ugly bitch? Oh, that's right. So,
he's done so much. Oh, God. And so little.
Apparently, in the game of the football,
there was
college football. This was a college level game between Clemson, which is in Georgia, and Alabama, which is in Alabama. Guys weren't ready for that. And there was the national championship game.
Do the sports, sis. Come on, you got it.
In which Alabama lost to the dismay and the chagrin of, I feel like, 2/3 of the fucking country. I swear you guys are a cult. Anyway, so Alabama
it really
lost.
is a cult, but roll tide, we still got 17 more than your favorite team.
I mean, hey, I don't even have an answer to that. So Alabama lost and Clemson won, and apparently what is supposed to be a bonus of winning the national championship is going up to the White House. I think all sports teams do this.
They're usually all invited, and it's really up to the team to, accept or decline.
Okay. Well, for whatever reason, Clemson is in Georgia, so yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, it ain't no for whatever reason. We know why.
Well, either way, for whatever reason, them niggas actually showed up, because I would have accepted the invitation and just not a came. But for whatever reason, they came up there and they decided they was going to accept the invitation. And since the government is shut down, Trump had to pay for the dinner. And guess what he got them niggas?
Ooh.
Cold fast food.
I'm loving it.
And so I want to be upset for the Clemson players or whatever, but y'all was going up there to meet him, and that's what you fucking deserve.
That's exactly what you deserve.
Cold
I want
McDonald's.
to be clear. I'm not upset with the players because I'm pretty sure that most school coaches is probably the coach and the coaching staff's decision.
I ain't got to get on the bus.
I mean, if you want to play next year and get drafted, yeah, you do. I don't fuck up your paper. I understand.
Why
I get it. I don't blame
Y'all
the players
know.
specifically. I blame the coaching staff and the school, to be specific. And I'm sorry you worked that hard and beat my team, Roll Tide, University of Alabama, fair and square. Y'all outplayed us. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And if you find yourself in my DMs, you will get cussed the fuck out. All right, moving on. I'm sorry that y'all got cold hamburgers and probably dry fucking tart fries.
Didn't they say it was something else? It was like McDonald's,
They had
Wendy's.
Domino's too.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I wonder why he didn't get Papa John's. I know Papa John's pissed. They like, nigga.
Papa John's
I voted for you.
My nigga.
Right. I thought we was cool.
I mean, I was going to, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that.
He
today.
probably put them up in the motherfucking tent too. Like, you know, you can...
I would have, I got the stomach flu. I can't go.
Yeah, I would have.
I can't make
Like,
it.
I don't know what their team culture is like, because it just depends on the school and the team. Like, some teams will bring it to the team, like the actual players, and say, hey, do y'all want to go? The coach will be like, do y'all want to go? All right, y'all don't want to go? We ain't going. And some places be like, we going. You better show your ass up. And I can't say Bama probably wouldn't have went, because they probably would have. Nothing about that surprised me. I'm just sad that these men played their asses off to get fucking cold burgers that they could have got right there in Georgia. You at least could have got them some food from Georgia if you want to be cheap.
Right, like our coach could have ordered this motherfucking food, dude.
I would wreck my own car to not have to go. Oh no!
She just drove.
It was an accident. I can't make it. Y'all go without me.
Sorry.
I'm gonna walk into the light. So yeah, that's what happened. But you know what? You went up there. That's what you deserve. Your little cold ass McDonald's fries in a paper cup.
Stale fries, because you know fries do not rewarm well.
Ugh. Even if you put them in the oven.
Yep. Flat soda. All that.
And then he got on the internet the next day and spelled hamburgers wrong.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Lord.
And then Burger King clowned him and was like, sorry, we're not serving hamburgers today, just regular old hamburgers.
I don't know who's on their Twitter team, but I fucks with it. The Wendy's and Burger King Twitter accounts, if you're not following them, go get your life.
You know what? The Twitter.
Wendy's, we waiting on the next mixtape.
The Wendy's account, whoever's running the Wendy's account, whoever's running the Burger King account, and whoever writes the headlines for Gossip, they're not getting paid enough money. I don't give a fuck how much you pay them. They're not making enough money.
They're not. They are not.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Well, I don't have a good segue for this one. I was hoping something would pop up, but it didn't. So, last week or so, there was a documentary that aired on Lifetime called Surviving R. Kelly.
You could have just said, speaking of trash ass niggas.
Yeah, there it is.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there was a documentary on R. Kelly which basically told the stories and the information that all of us already kind of knew.
Spoiler alert. Everything they said that he did that shit, bro.
He did that shit. And so for the last few days to weeks, the internet has just been falling apart at the seams. Just so much going on between people defending him, people criticizing the documentary, people criticizing the people who featured in the documentary. Torre, well, I guess was in the documentary, because I'll be straightforward in saying that I watched about 10 minutes of it, and I was like, you know what? I don't need this shit. And turned it off.
I watched all 6 parts.
Oh well, do tell, do tell.
Yeah, me too. I watched all of it.
Yeah, I don't know how y'all can stomach it. Just after a certain point, I was like, you know what? I don't need this shit. I could be doing anything right now.
So it's
That's
just
fair.
like it's just like a bad accident on the freeway. Like you don't want to look, but you cannot help yourself. That's where I was.
Okay.
And I'm also one of those, if I start the documentary, I need to finish it.
Okay.
Even though I already knew all the answers. Now I need to finish it.
Yeah.
I watched it just in case there was something I needed to find out that I didn't know about before.
I knew the internet was going to tell me all about it. So I'm like, I'll let y'all do it.
Yes. So shout out to Dreamhampton for orchestrating and putting that all together. Shout out to all of the different survivors who came out and told their stories, including his wife. And I thought the docu-series. I thought the docu-series was really put together well. Okay. I don't feel like it was unnecessarily like, sometimes people try to increase or like play up the sadness to a point where it almost becomes disingenuous or like inauthentic. Like you can tell that they've like photoshopped the pieces of the story together to make it terrible. I didn't feel like that at any point. And what the documentary did for me is it gave me some perspective on Andrea Kelly. Is that how you say her name, or is it Andrea Kelly? But his ex-wife. Because
I think it's Andrea.
So when I first heard about the R. Kelly allegations, the sex tape, I was maybe like 12 when that shit came out. So, at 12, you don't think too much of it. And the adults around me were like, whatever. Okay. And so I was also like, whatever. And then I got older and got more life experiences. And then I heard about some other shit in 2005 when I started college because I'm old. And then again in 2009. And then 2016 when we were talking about the sex cult shit. Mm-hmm. So they went over all that shit again. But the one story I had not heard, or the one person I had not heard from, was his ex-wife, because I used to be so upset. Like, there's no fucking way this bitch did not know that this shit was happening. You know what I mean? She had to be orchestrating this with him because, you blame one, you point the finger, I'm pointing it at everybody, her included. And I'm sorry. But after seeing her on the documentary and listening to her story, as well as like the other stories of the ladies, I could now understand how she would not know. Because essentially she was one of the fucking slaves in this cult. Like, she wasn't able to leave her bedroom to go to the bathroom without letting this nigga know. And if she went to one part of the house, security went with her, and like they were constantly shuffling her around. Like, she didn't. And
she had to knock too. She said if somebody was in the house with him, she'd have to knock before she entered in the room.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So now after hearing that, I'm like, wow. And it never once occurred to me, because in my mind, I was thinking R. Kelly was one of those abusers who was like, loving as hell to their family, like picture perfect guy to their family, and then a complete fucking Satan monster to everybody else. But it turns out he was actually just a monster to everybody. And she did the wife thing of, brushing it under the rug, trying to make it work until she reached her own breaking point. And like, I knew they were in there doing the sex cult thing, but it really is a fucking cult. Like, niggas were being starved, not allowed to eat, peeing in the bucket because they can't leave the room at the same time. Just, it disturbed me from start to end. The only part of the documentary that I could have done without is when Charlemagne popped up on that bitch.
Oh my God.
Why are you on here with this wrong color foundation, undertone, extra orange? You ain't that orange, sir. And
why do people keep asking Charlemagne to speak about anything, especially about black women?
I mean, I felt like he said the right things, but at this point, I just can't. Everything that comes out of his mouth is just like, all I hear is, you might low-key be a rapist yourself, sir, from your own fucking stories.
Did you hear last year he was accused?
Yeah, I did. I remember we talked about it. I believe we briefly brushed over it. So I'm just like, ain't this the pot calling the kettle black? Like, what's happening?
I really wish, dear Hollywood, everybody who makes a film, please stop asking Charlemagne the God and Sarah Silverman to talk about any fucking thing having to do with justice, equality. Matter of fact, don't ask them to talk about shit, please.
But yeah, like you said, the internet is definitely ripping at the seams, kind of like the inside thigh part of your jeans, your favorite pair of jeans. Yeah.
Oh, just threw a pair of jeans away.
Yeah, and I've had to throw a lot of people away too. Like, I'm the block you, unfriend you, don't say nothing person. I don't have to announce it to nobody. I'm just gonna unfriend you and block you. I did say my little piece on Facebook, and I said what I said, and it basically goes like this: you can shut in the whole fuck up with your sideways defense of R. Kelly, talking about, well, y'all know what he did to Aaliyah. Okay, bitch, People are allowed to grow and decide to change their mind, and you can grow and decide that, hey, that shit wasn't right then, and now I know that.
No, that whole people knew what he was doing to Aaliyah. First of all, most of the niggas that are talking about this, we were like 10 when we knew about this shit. So what the fuck were we supposed to do as children?
But like I said in my post, I don't give a fuck if you stop fucking with R. Kelly 20 years ago when the sex tape dropped, or 20 minutes ago after the docuseries dropped. I don't give a fuck as long as you stop fucking with him. Come on over to the side of saving black girls from his ass. I don't give a fuck how long it took you to get here. You're here now, so let's do the work, because there are still women under his control. And with all this shit going down, my thought was it's probably going to get worse for those women, because now he's losing money and not being able to book shows. And I feel like that energy is going to be displaced on those women in the form of physical, mental, sexual, all the type of abuse, but like more intensified. Yeah. And that's what I'm worried about. And I really hope that, because now different states are looking into possible charges based on what they've learned from the documentary or whatever. And I really hope that something comes to fruit. I don't see him going to jail, but I hope their SWAT team can bust up in there with a warrant and go save them girls. Whatever statute y'all gotta find to do that shit. FBI, NCIS, fucking SUV. Somebody call Detective Stabler.
No, somebody need to call Olivia Benson.
Okay, get everybody. Go on, get Ice-T. Go on, get everybody. It's forever fuck R. Kelly and forever fuck R. Kelly supporters.
Celine Dion just pulled her duet with R. Kelly. She told Sony to pull it from all streaming services today.
What did she do with?
And like, I used to be okay with the whole I separate the man from the art defense, but I'm just can't accept.
What did you say, Raven?
I just asked what duet they did together.
They do a duet. The I'm Your Angel. They had that on there, and he did I guess it was like a remix.
So I have a question for y'all. How do y'all feel about like people like Lady Gaga and Chance the Rapper and all those other people who did songs with him relatively recently, and they're now apologizing for it? Oh wait, and before we get too deep into this, me, Teddy, and CY did a guest spot on the I Do It for Hip Hop podcast. Shout out to Great Pharaoh and Boog. Thanks for having us on. So yeah, back to the question. How do y'all feel about like the people who
what?
That was a great time to plug your pluggables.
I just thought about it, and I wanted to make sure that I shouted them out because they did have us on the show to discuss R. Kelly, and so.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a random shout out, and I was going to say what?
Oh yeah. No.
Well, at this point, I don't give a fuck how long it took you to get here. I don't forgive you. I'm not saying I forgive you for your past transgressions or for doing songs with him. I'm gonna say especially within the last 3 to 4 years. I don't necessarily forgive you, but this time I don't even give a fuck. I need everybody, all hands on deck, because there are still women in that house, possibly somebody's child's 14 to 17-year-old daughter, right? And we need everybody. I don't give a fuck. If you want to do it now, Lady Gaga, that's great. And I before the documentary dropped, I was mad at everybody that did the song with him. I didn't even know Chance had a song with him until this fucking documentary dropped. I was like,
I didn't either. I was very confused. I didn't know when that came out or what happened. I was very lost.
Could have figured, because they both from Chicago, so I could see how that could happen. But I don't give a fuck. If it happens today, tomorrow, pull all your songs, do whatever you can do. I'm kind of at the solution. R. Kelly is not one solution; it's many different solutions, and we need everybody to do their fucking part. And after listening to The Black Guy Who Tips, he brought up an interesting perspective. Like, we get upset about people not knowing about R. Kelly, not realizing that media is much different now than it was just 10, 12 years ago because of social media websites. 13 years ago, before Facebook was a thing, information didn't spread as fast. And Essence may have done an article on R. Kelly back in 2006, or insert black media here, or race specific media here may have done a segment on him. That doesn't necessarily mean that everybody had that information, and it's not an excuse, but it is a valid point. So keeping that in mind, I don't give a fuck. Lady Gaga, thank you for pulling your shit. Celine, thank you for pulling your shit, because y'all didn't have to. It's bare minimum as fuck, but you didn't have to. So
I'm kind of on the fence about that. On the one hand, I can understand on the one hand, I'm just like, all right, well, you only doing this to save your ass. But then on the other hand, I'm like, well, yeah, that's what we expect you to do. We expect you to apologize and realize that this man is wrong and that you should not be working with him. And so, yeah, that's what I expect you to. I expect you to apologize. I expect you to remove his shit from streaming services, to stop fucking talking to him, to stop collaborating with him. So I don't know. It's just, I got mixed feelings about it, but we need to focus on finding them damn girls. We got to find them girls.
We know what the girls are. We need to focus on finding whatever statute, whatever precedent we need to get that warrant, to have SWAT team run up in there and go get them. Okay.
Step one is to get them girls and make sure whatever girls he got hiding anywhere, in a studio, in a hotel, whatever, get them all, save them. I don't care. Drag them out, kicking and screaming, whatever. Get him some counseling, get him some therapy, and then kill that nigga. I don't want prison time for him. I want him to be dead.
However, being completely transparent, Azriel, the parents of Azriel, I want to say their last name was Cleary. It's the parents who thought if they, were present while she met up with R. Kelly, even though blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I definitely side-eyed the fuck out of them.
Yeah, they were, y'all are trifling. Yeah, they're trifling as parents.
However, we all fuck up as parents. This is a major fuck up on your behalf. I still want you to get your daughter back. I hope that she's okay.
First of all, who takes their 17-year-old child to a R. Kelly concert?
Mm-hmm. And then let's her, the 17-year-old child,
and then lets her get on stage.
I'd be like, no, she said no.
And her father even said in the documentary, yeah, I knew his reputation. I knew who he was.
But he, they had
but I'm standing right here, so I thought she was going to be okay. Because I'm standing right here. You standing right where, nigga? She's on stage. You're in the fucking crowd. If he could do anything to her and you wouldn't be able to rush stage and do anything and get her.
That sentiment, that train of thought is not unique to him. A lot of people feel that way. Like, I've heard that a lot before this documentary dropped. Like, if my daughter was going to work with R. Kelly, I would always have to be present. Adult would be near. And then after listening to their story, I realized it don't matter if you think you're always present.
Right.
R. Kelly goes through the extra mile to get your daughter. I really hope they get Azriel back. I hope she's okay.
They dropped the ball as parents, and so did Aaliyah's parents.
Yeah. But I didn't know that the main reason him and Aaliyah even met is because Aaliyah's uncle worked for RCA, whatever fucking record label they were both signed to at that time.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, that's something I learned after the documentary, of course. And one of my other favorite podcasts, thanks Raven, called Behind the Bastards, just did a whole two-part episode on art. So if any of our non-melanated cousins are listening and really don't have the background they feel they need to have to engage in this discussion, I would definitely point you in the direction of that podcast called Behind the Bastards. And you could just listen to it. It's about 2 hours total, but he broke it up into 2 episodes. And, just a nice, cute synopsis of how terrible Robert Kelly really is.
I will say, though, that even though Behind the Bastards is one of my favorite podcasts, the guy is white and he doesn't have a full grasp of, like... He
sure does not, but for a white person, I think he's just what you need.
Yeah, he didn't understand I think he understood the magnitude of R. Kelly, but he didn't understand the cultural depth.
Significance, right.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't his best episode, no, but I do think if you need a starting point, like I said, for my non-melanated people, that's a good starting point for you. And then, Google's, do yours.
So, yeah, that's that on that.
But at this point, I'm done surviving R. Kelly, and I'm just trying to survive R. Kelly supporters. So if you notice you don't see me on your timeline anymore, it's probably because I blocked you. Probably.
Yeah, luckily I got most of my R. Kelly supporters out of there with Bill Cosby. I think one slipped through, and it was somebody who was marginal anyway, and I got rid of him, and so now I think I'm all prim and proper. We're done here.
Yeah, I think everybody I'm following is either pretty much afraid to say anything, or they just got common sense.
Now, I can't speak for other people's social media because I don't know if other people's social media is as pruned as mine. But
mine is really pruned now.
The difficult part about being on Facebook during the whole thing was watching people share horrible takes from other people. It was basically like me sitting in a room full of people and watching them scream at the wall, and I can't see who they're screaming at.
Right.
And I'm like, why is everybody? Well, I understand why people are so mad, but I'm like, who are y'all talking to? Then I realized, like, oh yeah, you got all the idiots off your page, so they probably still have some. So that's that on that. Jeez, we've been talking for an hour and we only talked about like 2.5 things. Does anybody else have anything that they really want to discuss? I feel like
I put something in the Skype chat. Rihanna is suing her father.
Moot. All 2019.
So, basically, she is suing her father for using the Fenty brand she trademarked. She is accusing her father as misrepresenting himself as one of her representatives and trying to book millions of dollars of fake concerts in her name, according to the lawsuit.
Oh,
trash.
I have to see your ass because you playing with my money.
Trash.
Yeah.
Absolute.
Yeah, we got to square up with Daddy about that.
That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
You really got to square up with him.
Like, does niggatry know no bounds?
Nope. He like, Fenty was my name before it was yours, sis. I'm definitely going to use it.
Yep. It says her
ridiculous.
father, using Fenty Entertainment, posed as her manager and tried to book 15 unauthorized shows in Latin America for $15 million, as well as a pair of concerts in Los Angeles and Las Vegas for another $400,000.
See, he going for the full scam.
See, I can see if it was like your second cousin or your auntie. Your damn daddy. Damn.
Daddy. Be your own daddy.
It be your own niggas.
It really be your own people every time, y'all. Every fucking time. That is hilarious, though. Dear Rihanna, okay. Hey, Robin, I know you're probably not listening to this, but thank you for the 10 new foundation shades. Truly fucking appreciate that. I still need like 2 more for me personally. Like, you're probably gonna need like 5 more, maybe 10, who knows. Thank you for the 50 new shades of concealer. Oh, thank you for the 8 shades of fucking setting powder. But where's the album? Okay.
Thank you. Side note, because there's another part that this nigga did. I just read. But also, Rihanna, thank you so much for all the dark lipstick. You heard me, and I feel so seen and loved. Thank you. So apparently, he also tried to trademark Fenty, the name, with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office in 2018, but was turned down.
Because it was probably already fucking trademarked.
Yeah,
bitch. You don't.
Oh, this nigga was trifling.
Oh, he tried trifling. Okay, give us more.
So it says, okay, Rihanna has been open about her difficult relationship with her father. In 2009, she told ABC's Good Morning America that he used to beat her mother. Domestic violence.
He was definitely abusive to her towards her mom. Like, I remember reading that a while ago.
Yeah. Nigga trifling. Why would she keep him around?
She's
not keeping him around. That's the part. Because if she was keeping him around, he wouldn't be trademarking shit in her name. Obviously, she don't fuck with this nigga that tough.
True.
I feel like she do just bare minimum so he don't die, but she not doing what she does for her mom for him.
Right. So, definitely. Niggas ain't shit.
Like, what? Wow. Speaking of niggas not being shit, I'm just gonna slide this one in here. I want to shout out Jasmine Sanders, and if you don't know who that is the young woman from St. Petersburg, Florida, who clearly was Muhammad Ali. What is his daughter's name? Layla Ali's like trainee, protege, understudy, or some shit. If you have not seen that viral video of a black woman McDonald's employee being attacked by a grown ass white man. Mm-hmm. Over some fucking straws. Like, it literally goes like this. The video starts, you see Jasmine, who is the worker in the video. She's standing behind the counter, about 3 feet from the actual counter. You know, I could tell that she's annoyed. She appears to be in like a, somewhat defensive position, whatever. And then you could tell, because you can't really hear the audio too much, except like that one part. And he was like, do your fucking job. And she was just like, quiet. And then this man literally, Jasmine's probably like 4'11", maybe 5'1", maybe. Tiny thing.
She was very tiny, you could tell.
Very tiny. Like, if they didn't tell me she was 20, I would have assumed she was like 16, because she's so small. And this dude had to be at least 6'2", 6'3", white guy, older white gentleman. He literally reached over the counter and yanked her by the collar of her shirt and immediately she started giving him an 8-piece combo.
She
with 3
did.
sides,
She had all the
and
hands.
biscuits, and I think she threw in some extra honey packets for that nigga. She was giving him all the hands, and all the time while this altercation is happening, her male manager is standing there, as well as 2 male coworkers who also happen to be black. Now Jasmine's manager may have been, I don't know, Asian. He didn't, non-whites, but non-black person of color. Okay, and all these men, at least 3, from what I could see in the video, stood there and let this woman continue to be hemmed up, fighting this grown ass man, and instead of trying to get him off of her, they reached for her.
Yep.
Mind you. And one, I want to shout Jasmine out for giving him all the hands, okay? She gave him that work, all of them. In the name of the ancestors, I felt every single punch, okay?
And when they finally took her off, she still had more for his ass.
And you know what was so sad is that the thing that made me feel the worst about the video was like there was 1 or 2 punches. I'm like, she ain't get to get his ass. Like she ain't get to get him. Like
right? Yeah, she was coming at him. She was holding on, but she ain't get to fuck him up like
if she could have got away and then really got back, stepped back, and was able to get.
She needed to get that step back to get that leverage.
Yep. I was watching like,
have it.
This is so frustrating. She ain't hitting him like she wants to. No, she not.
That was my first thought, and then I just got enraged. And I feel like I did a T for tried this in 2018, maybe 2017, and maybe I'm just gonna do it yearly from now on. But black men, quit the fucking disappointing me. Okay, there were 3 men there. Period. All men disappoint me, but I have a special place of disappointment for black men. There were at least 3 of them there that watched our good sis defend herself over this man that was almost twice her fucking size, definitely twice her weight, and twice her fucking age because he was 41 and did nothing but then attempted to detain her. And shorty held her own, but she shouldn't have had to if there were 3 black men there. And then y'all wonder why we're constantly telling y'all that y'all don't really love black women. Y'all don't fuck with us as much as you say you do. And then what pissed me off even more is when the manager tried to continue the order. Bruh. He needs to be removed. And apparently, in the process of removing him, he kicked another black female employee in the stomach on his way out.
Yep.
All this over a fucking straw.
I heard he got arrested, though. So, that's good.
Well,
he need his ass whooped. They should have let her come into the jail cell and whoop his ass fair and square.
Some more.
Sorry guys, my Instagram's a little loud. I was trying to scroll through and see if there's anything that we missed. I don't really see anything.
I just saw another video of a white man punching a 12-year-old black girl in the face, but I don't have enough information and it made me sad. So that's all I got. Fuck him too.
I got something small. Y'all probably don't care, but I do because sometimes I like messy shit. So for those who don't know, I'm pretty sure y'all don't know, but if you watch the Jersey Shore, you know about Mike Sorrentino, aka The Situation.
I saw that.
What?
I saw that today.
What happened?
Yeah, he surrendered himself for his prison sentence because he got convicted for tax fraud. So he's been sentenced.
Crime. He'll be in there for a whole 3 days.
He's been sentenced to 8 months behind bars, and today he surrendered himself.
Woot.
And when I read that, I said 8 months, and I went, "Oh wait, he's white. Okay, never mind."
He's white, and it's a white collar crime.
Yeah.
I mean, and to be fair, after Jersey Shore went off, I'm sure he wasn't defrauding them out of that much money. So let's be real.
Well, you know what? For a while, he was making some nice coins. Like niggas was paying him, like he had a workout tape and shit, and people were paying him like millions of dollars just to show up to parties.
Millions of dollars.
Yes, just to fucking show up.
Do I get that job?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out too.
I don't really like partying, but for $1 million, I can learn.
I remember they had released something. There was an article about it. Like I think after Jersey Shore had ended, and they said like how much money he was making, and they said he was making like $2 million or something for one party just to show up for 2 hours or some shit.
No.
It was something really fucking simple, and you're just like, are you fucking kidding me?
I just want to know what it's like to have so much money that I'm going to get some nigga from Jersey Shore to show up to my party. Like,
I can't even begin to imagine that. What?
Like, you know who I want here kicking it with me?
The situation.
That's exactly who I want here. Yep.
Girl.
What?
I wonder how much Beyonce's booking fee is, because y'all remember she did that wedding over in India. I wonder how much.
And you know she probably only performed 5 songs.
Listen, that's money for real. That's wealthy.
That's money.
To book Beyonce for your wedding? Like what?
Oh,
Beyonce ain't no damn wedding singer. Like, bitch, I know they had to drop major coin.
And it was so funny.
First of all, you already know they had major coin, because who the fuck has Beyonce's booking information?
I wouldn't know how to find. I wouldn't know. It's the same thing as that Kevin. Ooh, we could talk about him next. That Kevin Hart joke where he was talking about buying a giraffe. I wouldn't even know who to call.
Exactly. Where do you start?
Right. You're right. You're right. Like, where would I go? What are my resources?
He just
for
send
this?
an email to Parkwood like, so hey, trying to get Beyonce. Send me the Cash App request and I will send y'all that money. Like,
send me the Cash App.
How do you even go about getting?
You got
Beyonce?
Venmo. You want me to send it to?
I could PayPal it. Just PayPal it. Just
right.
That's
fine. PayPal's more secure.
I'm gonna send it to you by Apple Cash. Okay, so just send me the request and I'll hook it up.
Like, I got you.
So speaking of Kevin Hart, Kevin
Hart bitch.
Thank you. Kevin Hart has been talking about the fact that he's no longer going to talk about those stupid ass homophobic jokes that he made 10 years ago. We didn't really get to talk about this, and I feel like it's kind of been beat to death, but I feel like it kind of falls into the vein of something that annoys me, and it's also going to kind of go into my tea for tried it. So does anybody have anything that they want to go into before I get started?
Nope.
Okay.
But I do know who my yes bitch gonna be.
Okay, wait, cool. do we have a tea for tried it?
No.
Well, no, she was saying, do you have anything else before we get to that?
Oh, no.
Okay. Cool.
I had to think about it. Sorry.
So Kevin Hart, as you guys know, made a bunch of homophobic jokes and had a homophobic joke in this set a long time ago. Blah blah blah. He stepped down from the Oscars. Everybody made it a big old deal. He's doing nothing but making it worse. This kind of also ties into the R. Kelly thing, but overall, stop caping for niggas. Like, even if you've known somebody their entire lives, do not put your name on the line for anybody the fuck else.
Mm-hmm.
Because you do not know these people. As long as I've known Crystal and as long as I've known Lloyd, I'm not finna put my reputation on the line. If somebody say that somebody did something, then they might have did shit. How am I supposed to know?
And I wouldn't expect you to neither. I'd be surprised if you did.
You know what? They was like, you know what? Well, I can't use Crystal because anything that they said Crystal did, she did that shit.
She did that shit, bro.
Absolutely fucking true.
But if they was like, you know what? Lloyd was walking down the street and was just kicking bitches in the face and calling them all types of racial slurs and whores and sluts and da-da-da. And it's, well, wow. I am shocked and appalled.
I didn't know they were filming My Last Thursday. What?
Walking down the street.
Bitch, that was on my way to CV. Yes, how did they know?
But, you know, like, if they were just like, you know what? Lloyd was out there just wild. Like, I just stop putting your name and your reputation on the line for people. Because, first of all, it always comes out that it's true. And you always end up looking stupid because you was up there defending. Okay, so you guys know that I read Lipstick Alley. I enjoy Lipstick Alley. It's good old messy fun. Something to do something to do while I'm sitting eating my lunch at work and I ain't really got nothing better to do. I get on Lipstick Alley, read it on my phone. And it's crazy to see people pulling up old tweets for people, caping for people who ended up being trash. What? Are you being paid?
Right.
You know, there is absolutely no reason. If that person is grown and they can speak for themselves.
And it's niggas too. Like, niggas is going out of their way to cape for Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart, a nigga who wouldn't cross the street for you. Kevin Hart, like, people are putting on their capes for Kevin Hart, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, anybody else, even if it's not something as prolific as them, something as simple. I mean, just niggas that you know. He didn't hit his wife and and all this other shit. Let that nigga handle his own problems. This ain't got nothing to do with you, bruh.
Right.
You don't get no money off of this, and it's a win. There's a lose-lose situation, because at the most you're gonna get is the satisfaction of being right, if it ever does come out that it's true. But a lot of times if it ever comes out that it's false, but 9 times out of 10 it's true. And you know what you look like? An asshole, a gaping asshole at that, because you opened your mouth and put your name and your reputation on the line for somebody who you thought you knew. But apparently you fucking didn't, because I don't know the days and ins and out of my own niece and motherfucking nephew, and I would be reluctant to cape for them because my niece is a little bit of a jerk, to be honest. But I just
speak your truth.
I just feel like people are so gung-ho to defend the reputation of other people for no reason other than to defend your friend. And I understand the impulse. I would be, if it was like somebody was like, oh, your dad was doing something, I don't want to speak no craziness into the universe, but if somebody accused my dad of something crazy or something heinous, I'm not gonna come out, my dad is a good man and he would. I didn't know anything about it. Shit's crazy, bro.
Listen, right?
I don't even know, bro. Shit's real out here.
And you better not come to me asking why you ain't defending me.
Cause I don't know nothing.
Listen,
I don't know nothing. So that's my just stop. Just stop. Worry about yourself. I feel like in 2019, I ain't said it. Mind your business. Shut the hell up. Shush. Silence is free.
great things happen when you mind your fucking business.
When's the last time you changed the oil in your car? When's the last time you switched out your toothbrush? Think about the things that matter to you. The things that are important to you. Don't worry about defending nobody else's honor. Worry about your own goddamn honor. Mind your business.
Amen.
Just mind your motherfucker. In 2019, I know I've been asking y'all to do this for years, and I honestly think that our cousins are doing it, but for 2019, mind your own business. And if you're not gonna mind your own business and you gonna get on Lipstick Alley and you gonna read the black Twitter thread like I do,
Stop telling business. Stop telling my business.
mind your business. Mind somebody else's business quietly.
There we go. Okay, that's better. There it is.
T-shirt. That's gonna be HWAP gear.
That's more honest. That's more honest.
Because
Okay.
I typically mind my own business.
You're right, Raven. We were lying. Yep.
No,
there we go.
Because this is the thing. I typically mind my own business. I really do. But if I'm gonna mind somebody else's business, you know who gonna know I'm being nosy? My friends. When I screenshot it to them.
Yep.
When I send them the link.
That's what we gonna giggle.
And you know what? We be nosy together.
Right.
As a family. But you know what? I don't go out onto the internet and, ooh, girl, did you hear? My child. No, I just say that to my friends. We keep it in the group text. We keep it cute. And then we go on about our day.
Yep.
That's all. If you're not going to mind your business, mind somebody else's business quietly. Shush.
There we go.
Discretion.
Life lessons.
Shush. That's it. That's all I got. That's my word. What about who's got a short or long one? Who's next?
I got two.
Okay.
Go ahead, sis.
My very first one, I touched on this previously, but the universe, God, Beyonce, whoever is controlling what's going on, I am mentally, physically, emotionally exhausted. Please stop. Okay, you've won. All right, whatever you right. Whatever it is, you won. Please stop. Leave me all the way the fuck alone. All right. Whatever you trying to prove, I believe you. I promise. You don't have to keep going. All right. Thank you.
Whoever got crystals, put voodoo doll, put it down. It's all right.
Yeah, please. I'm really damn tired. Literally exhausted. Please stop. My second one is, please stop following me and then unfollowing me over and over again on social media in hopes that I will follow you back. I see you. I know what you're doing. Stop. or I will fucking block you. I just got on IG before we started recording, and I saw a nigga who has added me as his friend on IG at least 4 times. I seen this nigga before. I said, am I losing my mind? Do I have deja vu? I looked up. Oh, there he go again. Nigga, I know that you're following me. We get notifications. My notifications are on. I saw. I'm not fucking following you. I see that. I don't have to follow you. I don't want to follow you. That's my prerogative. Your prerogative is to not follow me. That's absolutely fine. I'm gonna be all right if you don't follow me no more, nigga. Stop doing that shit. That shit is annoying because I'm up here thinking, oh, somebody following me. Who's this new exciting person? Oh, it's the same nigga from 4 follows ago. Like, get the fuck out of my damn notifications before I block your goofy ass. I almost said his name, but please stop doing that shit. It's fucking annoying. It's really goddamn annoying.
Put it in the group text.
It's like somebody poking you. Like, hey, you gonna follow me? Hey, no! Oh my God, it bothers me. It bothers the fuck out of me. Okay, that's it.
Can I add something in just real quick? Just a reminder to the people who listen.
Go ahead.
We love y'all. We love chatting with y'all. We don't know y'all.
We don't.
Please be mindful of that. Like, I don't mind talking to y'all if we follow each other. I'll comment on your Instagram stories. But first of all, despite the fact that you listen to me on this internet show, I'm not a starrer. I am nobody. Okay? Right now, my legs are extra greasy because I put on too much shea butter. I am a normal person.
There we go.
or her doorknob shiny.
My doorknob is shiny. Okay?
Amen.
Okay? I this morning I woke up. The other morning I woke up and there wasn't no gas in my gas tank because I didn't put gas in it because it was a problem for tomorrow me. We are all the same normal ass niggas. I am not a star.
Tomorrow me will deal with that. Today me going home.
Listen,
I got enough gas to get there.
Nothing is gonna get in the way of today me going home. Fuck that.
Please stop hopping in somebody's inbox, DMs, whatever it's called, and demanding that they speak with you and demand our attention and our time.
Don't be harassing us over stuff. Like, I understand that you guys love the podcast. We love putting the podcast out. We love interacting with y'all. But, like, we're normal people. I have a 9 to 5, 8 to 5.
Right. We got jobs.
I got a job. I come home. I still got to cook. I got a dog I'm taking care of. You know, like, we have regular ass lives. We're not, you know, like Rod from the Black Guy Who Tips, who podcasts 24 hours professionally. Which, I mean, to be fair, don't be all up in his shit neither. He don't fucking know y'all neither. But
right. I was about to say, don't throw it towards Rod now.
Yeah, no, because I mean, yeah, like that's the thing. It's like, you know, Rod, even though he does podcasts professionally, leave him the fuck alone too. But overall, don't get over familiar. You know. Don't be there's some people who's asked when the podcast come back. If you asked once, don't ask again for another 2 to 3 weeks.
Thank you. It's okay. Like I don't mind when people ask because I'm like, yay, okay, thank you. I appreciate you, you know, thinking of us. But don't sit up here in my inbox, say, wrong bitch.
Hey, same. I've had people in my inbox. Please. Hey, when's the show coming back out? Hey, is the show coming? Is the show coming? Like, we've had holidays. I'm just getting back into the swing of things at work. Like, we all have our own lives, and again, we appreciate each and every one of you. Trust us. But y'all not helping.
You really not.
You just adding stress.
And don't come up in my inbox unless you're gonna give me dick or money. So
or some tea, because you know we always down to get some.
Okay, or some tea. You right.
Like we said, we do like to mind other people's business
quietly.
If you're
okay, and we do take lukewarm or sometimes even cold tea. I like a good iced tea.
Because sometimes I don't know. Listen,
like, we appreciate the love, we appreciate the nice messages and the kind words. It gets us through sometimes, you know. But don't demand shit,
especially
please.
Since Crystal shit still shows up on my Facebook. I'd be like, God damn.
Sorry. Yeah.
Like, damn,
please don't hop up in my inbox demanding anything. I beg the Lord every day for the opportunity to hurt somebody's feelings. Don't let it be you.
That's all I got.
She really does.
What about you, Lloyd?
After all that, I think y'all said everything I wanted to say. No, I think you really did say everything I wanted to say.
Wait, I got a third
Fuck Donald
one.
Trump.
Lord.
Just this is real quick. To my bank account, please grow the fuck up. You immature, scraggly ass bitch.
You
I'm tired of hearing your
raggedy
shit. You
ass
raggedy,
bitch.
dusty bitch. That's it. Go ahead.
No, that's all.
No,
I got.
ain't nobody trying me except my daughter. I don't
Ain't
think I
shit you can
give
really
her
do about that.
Just yeah.
So, well, guys, we appreciate.
Wait,
y'all.
I do have
Oh,
a
I
yes,
fucking love 'em.
bitch.
Oh, that's
And
right.
it is a good one. We need this, okay? I like the direction that actually I do have a T for tried it. Let's bring it back. I need
Could you hear my eyes roll?
I need HBO to stop playing with me. I already have PTSD. You cannot be dropping trailers,
Oh yeah.
stressing me the fuck out.
Oh.
Okay? I am already stressed.
Hmm.
Okay? No more until April 14th. Because winter has finally come.
Oh my god.
But back to our yes bit. So to bring in 2019, Black girls are continuing to be magical. And I want to give this one to Marseille Martin,
Yes.
who is the youngest executive producer
Yes.
of a fucking movie coming out in 2019. Also starring our girl Regina Hall, you know, from Girls Trip and Scary Movie 1 and 2 and like all the good ones. You know? As well as Issa Rae. So I hope y'all support this movie. It's called Little. It's super cute. Y'all got about 65 seconds to waste, so go ahead and go watch it on YouTube. The trailer is out. I think it comes out in March. Whatever, whenever it come out, you need to go see it.
Oh no, the trailer's already out. I saw it. It's on.
I'm talking about when the movie comes out.
Oh. Okay.
Totally gonna go
Yeah,
see it
yeah.
opening weekend. Super excited for it. Even because I don't even think that it's gonna be anything like, because of the well, you guys can watch the trailer, but it's not a plot that we haven't seen. But I'm interested to see the perspective of it from Black people, because I feel like
Yep.
it's gonna be 10 times funnier.
Yep.
So I'm super excited. So
Okay.
absolutely yes to her. We're super excited. I can't wait to watch the movie.
Rock out.
I love that girl.
Yes, bitch.
So,
Yes.
again, guys, we really appreciate you guys for listening, and we hope that you guys are having a happy, safe, and productive New Year thus far. And clearly, you're having at least a decent New Year's, because you're sitting here and you're listening to us. So that's great. Now, let's get into the
Happy
business
fucking
of it.
New Year.
If you would like to get in contact with the show, tweet us at T4TriedIt. You can email us at HoustonWeHaveAProblemPod@gmail.com. You can also, motherfuck, I had the docket open and then it closed because I forgot our Patreon. You can find us in the Black Astronauts Podcast Facebook page, laying all up in they shit for free. You can find us on Patreon, www.patreon.com/HWHAP network. That is HWHAP, HWHAP. Do not forget the second H. And then you can also find the feed if you want to look for it now instead of waiting for the search engine to come up. It is hwapnetwork.libsyn.com. That is HWHAPNETWORK.LIBSYN.com. And it's going to be in the show notes, and I'm pretty sure that we'll tweet it out also. So until next time, guys, bye.
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 Bro, we fucking did it. We actually recorded a show.
I know, right?
Yes.